you could get a very, very high score. It was all about habits. There's 6 rows of aliens. When you see the first one firing, then you have a good idea of who's going to be the next one firing. And then go ahead and slaughter them all. Those are the tricks you learn in order to get an edge. I'm Rebecca Ann Heinemann. My friends call me Becky, my enemies call me Rebecca. I got into the industry by playing in the Atari National Video Game Championship in 1980.
1980. That was well before this. Esports. Back then, there was no such thing as video game leagues, pro players, or spectators. So where did it all start? Where most teens in the 80s would hang out. At the mall. That's where the LA regional qualifiers were held for the very first National Video Game Tournament.
This is the very first time I'd ever heard about a video game contest. It makes sense because it was the first one ever. So when the Space Invaders Regionals came to LA, I went in there and I just paid my $1. All right, here's the joystick. Here's the game. Let's go. When I played video games back in the 80s, I never believed I was actually even good at the game or that I had any real skill, but it allowed me to be myself. It allowed me to play as a female. I've always identified as a woman. Unfortunately, my anatomy didn't agree. So when I played video games, I was in this virtual world where I was mowing down rows of aliens and ignoring the world around me. It was the only place that I was able to find solace and peace. So at regionals, I was playing and playing and playing, and finally the aliens landed on me. Ah, crap, they got me on. Is that a good score? I had no idea what to expect. They then announced 3rd place, 2nd place, and eventually the announcer said, Heinemann is the winner. You get an all-expense-paid trip to New York City to play in the finals. Cool.
There's a reason why Space Invaders was the perfect game to play in a tournament. The high score.
ハイスコアを見ればですね、それを目標に一つそれに超えてやろうというような、リプレイアピールっていうんですけども、初めてそのハイスコアを採用しましたね。
The high score is what drives us to play and play and play again. It's what gets us so immersed, so engaged that we forget the world around us. And it turns out that this state has a name. Flow. It was discovered by this man, Hungarian-American psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. So what exactly is flow? Athletes get it, musicians get it, and even gamers get it. Why? Because it needs to be a fun activity with the right amount of challenges, a clear set of rules with concrete goals and outcomes, an effortless yet intense practice that pushes your skills to the limit so you simply lose track of time. Basically, you're in the zone.
今日はですね、子供の頃やった手品、ちょっと幼稚な手品なんですけど、何点かちょっと見てもらおうかなと思って、まずですね、100円玉なんですけど、これをですね、テーブルの上から下まで貫通するという。私なりのその目標をですね、いいゲームにする時の目標はですね、一つはシンプルに、いかに100点をいっぱい入れてもらうかという目標だった。
And it turns out that his simple idea was big money.
スペースインベーダーがリリースしてからもう4ヶ月ぐらい経った頃ですかね。普段こういう研究所に